So there's actually a lot of math involved in the jewelry business as far as measuring and weighing. And this is a whole function that identifies carats. Who else is concerned about who else is concerned about things like gold and silver and gems? Miners, people who actually work in the field. Has anybody? Do you guys know anybody who trades on like Robinhood apps or any stock exchange apps? Anybody in your family do that? No. Your dad does it? What's that called? Yeah, you don't need a lot of money to trade apps. You can trade on Robinhood with $5. So making money on Robinhood. But people who do that, they track what gold is doing and what silver is doing. And they track politics because certain countries who mine for gold and silver, if they're in a political instability, then you can't rely on those sources. But I knew somebody who's like a brother-in-law. He was looking up stock for this gold mining company opening up in the United States, but they were waiting for like the state government to approve the mine. So he kept his stock and he kept checking, did the government approve this yet? Did they approve it yet? They never did, so they lost their money, but they were going to make a lot of money if they did. So anyway, people who work in the jewelry industry are using math, and then people who track it are using math to just make money from their computers by tracking the value of the stock or whatever. So anyway, this says what happens when the diameter is 12, and this says D is diameter, so we're putting 12 in here, in here, and in here. So we have already practiced this with quadratics. The difference is we now have a power of 3 instead of just a power of 2.
Don't they go a different way?
Yes. The graph scale.
Also, so which shows are they?
Top two.
Top two. Top two.
So plugging in 12. And so I've already done it. So I know the answer, but do you know the answer?
No, it's not.
Two calculators. There's
Do you do the extra part? Oh, we can just put all that in, right?
this whole, you can put this whole thing in your calculator and hit enter once. Okay? One of the conversations we're having in our faculty meetings is the teacher doing more work than the students? Because the teacher shouldn't be doing more work than the students. The students are supposed to be practicing. So if I'm doing this and calculating it, I'm really not doing it right. I've told you how to do it, but this is your time to practice. So I'm gonna wait until somebody in the room has the answer. I'm not gonna calculate it.
Wait, Miss, how do you put the 3 in?
The empty box. This is your button you're gonna use in this chapter since we're going higher than power of 2. X with the empty box. Yes, that calculator has an up arrow. Eight 8.53.
Yeah, let's say 8.5. Or like 8.5.
So I'm gonna answer this in a nice complete sentence. So think about the carat of the diamond. The weight of a diamond. This makes me think about that movie Blood Diamond. Anybody seen that? It's violent. It's probably read it violent. I don't recommend it, but it's all about the people who actually mine for diamonds and how they have no rights of it. Yeah.
People should have rights.
People should have rights. Let's just state that.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is gonna turn into a conversation. Next subject. Next subject.
So here's a nice complete sentence. The weight of a diamond. The diameter of 12 is like that big. That would be considered 8.53 carats. So if you're ever around a jewelry store, you can check it out. You could say, what's the diameter of this gem? How did you calculate this carat? I've been bringing this up all day, and I look at yourself. I was looking at me like I was crazy. So I was like, well, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. For gold and silver, they spell carats with a K. For gems, they spell carats with a C.
That's crazy.
So like 14 karat gold necklace will say 14K. But carats for gems start with a C. And I didn't know that, so I looked it up this way. I could not get down to the business of why. Looks like shoes. Alright, so these are called polynomials. Let's go to page 305. There's some pretty important vocab here. Yeah. 305. 305.
Okay, so I disconnected everybody in this room.
Polynomial, actually we're doing poly. So they might be cubic, they might be quartic, they might be fifth degree functions.
Oh no.
It's a monomial or a sum of monomials. Some vocab here that's important. Degree. I'll say this a lot throughout this chapter. The word degree means the highest exponent. Leading coefficient is the number, when it's in the correct order, it's the first number. If there's no x at all, that's called a constant function and the degree is 0. If it's linear like this, like y equals mx plus b, that degree is 1. A quadratic is called degree 2. Cubic has a power of 3, degree 3, and quartic has a power of 4, degree 4. I will say this word degree when we go to set up graphs. And graphing can be, it's confusing if you don't first start by identifying the degree and the leading coefficient. So that vocabulary is important. Here's some other rules that are important. It's up to you if you want to write this up. I will kind of sum it up for you. These are the rules for the variables and polynomials. So your first 6 questions say, is this a polynomial? And you're supposed to answer yes or no. So yesterday in Khan Academy, there was 2 assignments. It was classify polynomials by degree, classify polynomials by number of terms. So if you were kind of lost on that, some of that information is here. If something can be called, yes, a polynomial, all of the exponents have to be whole numbers, meaning you can't have a negative exponent or a fraction exponent. You also cannot have variables in denominators. So if you're asked, is this a polynomial, and there's an x in a denominator, your answer is no. That is not called a polynomial. All of the coefficients will be real numbers, meaning you don't have a coefficient of I in a polynomial. The degree, and here's the long definition, but I cut that out. The degree is just the highest exponent. And when you're asked to put it in standard form, that means go from highest exponent to lowest exponent. So when you're ready, I'm going to do 4 problems on page 305. Yeah. Sure. What are we calling? There's a lot of like this on the floor.
Miss, what page is the homework on?
Well, first we're going to do some problems on 305. But the actual assignment's on page 311.
I assume the homework's due tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah, we're going to show up at school tomorrow and turn in our homework.
First, I'm going to go through 305 and explain how to do it. The assignment's on page 311. Do you guys just want to explain the assignment?
I have a quick question. If like there's a fraction, like in the problem and x is the denominator, is it still a polynomial?
Can anybody answer that?
No.
That's a no. You said it is not.
Is
X is the denominator. One rule is that there are no variables in denominators. So we're going to go no on that one. This is the rules. This is pretty much the rules right here. Why is all that? Because it's too long. So I summarized it right here. The degrees of highest exponent.
Friday? 15. Yeah. Miss. Yeah. I'm not going to be
The whole week. Oh, you can know this.
next week.
Well, good for you. We got the test and the mark is out of the way, so there won't be any quizzes next week.
Okay.
You'll just have to follow the assignment she posted. Tell you exactly what assignment it is. Are you gonna kind of working on it first?
I'm missing my face so far right now.
Well, you can work on it this weekend before you leave.
I live today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I kind of forgot.
Well, I'll be sure to post the
This could go back. Can you go back to the
Oh, can you go back?
Yeah, I know.
take a picture of it.
Yeah, you might. Going where?
One side. I played it. No, I played the also side.
Two, a block and one.
The also side. Wait, I don't see your question. She plays a tennis. Oh!
All right, let's take a look. Okay. It says, again, this is page 305. It says determine whether the function is a polynomial. Let's just do number 1 and then I'll go to the assignment. Okay. If it is, write it in standard form. You need to put it in order. You need to tell its degree and the type and the leading coefficient. So they want a lot of details. Okay. So when I look at this, I'm going to say yes, this is considered a polynomial. It doesn't break any rules. Kellen, number 2 breaks a rule. What rule does it break? This one would be considered not a polynomial because it has a negative exponent. So pretty much the x's just have to have regular plain exponent. So yes, polynomial, and then you have to put it in order. So you put the x squared first, and then the regular x, and then the regular number last. This is called quadratic because the highest power is 2, so I say degree 2. And the leading coefficient is negative 1.6. Yeah. So we're starting out with just some definitions, which is the best way to start the chapter. Just kind of defining some words. Alright, so I'm going to go right to the assignment for you guys to go to 311 when you're done that. Yeah, you can. 311.
Oh! Because I was going to lean forward.
The degree is the highest exponent. The degree is the highest exponent. Alright, here's your assignment. Page 311, 1 through 6, 9 through 11. 9 through 11 is plugging in. So you have to be able to use the higher exponent on your calculators. 1 through 6 is defining all this stuff. So you're going to say, is it a polynomial, yes or no? You're going to write it in order. You're going to tell it, let me put it right on. So standard form means in order by exponent. This word degree means highest exponent. You just say no if it's a no. Type means use the chart on page 305. And leading coefficient is the number in front.
Wait, Miss, can there be? There can't be like irrational numbers, right?
Right. Well, no. Like number 4? You mean like the square root of 3?
Yeah.
This is a yes. Because all of the rules only count for x's. So if it says square root of x, I would say no. The square root of 3 is okay.